Fazbear Frights number 1, Into the Pit. Look, when I was younger, I loved Five Nights at Freddy's, and literally so did everyone else. And systematically, everything related to robots. So I saw in Walmart one day while shopping with my parents a book titled Five Nights at Freddy's number 1, Fazbear's Frights, Into the Pit, and bought it and read it as my first YouTube video on the channel. You can seriously scroll all the way down and find that out, by the way. This book follows 3 stories like every other FNAF Fazbear Frights book, but this one is of Oswald, Sarah, and Millie, all 3 with their own motifs and stories that I loved all put into one book. So let's begin. To start off with the characters, Oswald is a normal kid with no friends, but ends up making friends in the past. He hangs with his dad, and I believe his mother and father are divorced, which is sad. Sarah's a normal girl with boy trouble, and she wishes to be beautiful and impress said boy. Friends try to tell her looks don't matter, but what is the cutest boy in town is your interest looks do matter, Mom. Millie is a goth girl. No opinion of. She is dating a boy named Dylan, and her story is at her grandfather's house, who collects weird stuff, which is the main point of the story. Now let's actually get on to the stories. Oswald's story is titled Into the Pit, and had the main character Oswald go to Jeff's Pizza and go into a ball pit to play and just hang out. But not just any ball pit, but a time traveling ball pit where he meets kids of the past in the establishment Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. He becomes quick friends with them and telling his mom about this and having his dad drive him there almost every day after school. He then meets a giant robot bunny rabbit with one of his visits and realizes none of his friends are there. And the store isn't open. And everything's kind of quiet. And there's something red on him. As he realizes it's blood, the bunny dashes after him for murder, of course. And with a quick jump into the ball pit, everything seems fine until the bunny rabbit is there with Oswald, taking his hand and driving him home. Oswald freaks out, scolding the bunny, but everyone sees the bunny as Oswald's dad. But after sneaking out that night, Oswald goes and finds his actual dad unconscious in the ball pit. Of course, the bunny is there with the good news is Oswald. Of course, the bunny is there. But the good news is Oswald tricks the bunny into hanging itself above the ball pit. Wonder how they're gonna get rid of that one. And disappearing and how other characters escape into the night unknown. Unbeknownst of what just happened. Sarah's story is titled To Be Beautiful. It has her on to impress the boy, but in between that she finds a robot in the back of a trunk in a junkyard, and as any average girl does, takes it home and fixes it. Yep, average girl moment. Anyways, the robot is Circus Baby, or well, a slim version of it, and she promises her to be beautiful, which she does. So every night they make a wish, and she wishes for a taller height, more beautiful skin, and they do that every single night. But with trickery and magic, ends up stealing her body and using a magic necklace to make her think she had a beautiful body. But in the end, she's been replacing her body parts with nothing but junk. The robot, or the Funtime animatronic, disappears into the night and is never heard of again, as Sarah's left there to turn to dust or rot. Millie's story is titled Count the Ways, and is my favorite of the book, where Millie goes to her grandfather's house. He's a collector and collects rare and valuable items. Millie's at a Christmas party, finds her boyfriend kissing another girl, and in a depressed, sad rage and hating the family party, runs and hides in her grandfather's basement to get away from it all. But the crevice where she hides comes alive as the girl has climbed into Funtime Freddy. She cries inside him, not knowing, wishing she was dead, and then he comes alive. Funtime Freddy, though, gives us Millie 3 ways to die, stating he's a genie, and he's just giving Millie what she wants. First is starvation. He actually starts talking about the body at this point, explaining how it would work. Second is by freezing to death, but dismisses the idea because he always keeps his thing on and his grandfather would check, and of course find the body. Then it gets replaced by impaling her with probably a stick or spear or something. The final option is decapitation, but he's never done it before. She chooses decapitation, praying that Freddy misses and cuts her out, but in the end, it's unknown what happens to her. But the story and book is over. This book is amazing and is a great start to the series, with me writing the script, releasing the characters like Sarah is used again. In the later book, one of the Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pizzaplex, where she's seen with the hospital. The stories are amazing, and my favorite one was To Count the Ways because of the suspense and how nonchalant Freddy was about killing a kid. I will say not a single story was really bad, and they're all amazing in their own way. All in all, I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 7. I'm proud this is the first book of the series I review. Were you guys surprised that this was a book at all? I hope so. I hope you guys have a super fantastic, wonderful day. Be polite, be efficient. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the ball pit. Bye bye.